You are listening to an all-new episode of the Model Experience podcast, live from the Model House.
The Model Experience is the #1 resource for models. Real models, real stories, real resources.
Visit themodelexperience.net to learn more, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at The Model Experience.
Anybody can be a streamer, but not everybody can be what we call contracted streamers. And I'll get into that a little bit later, but it's like, just as simple as downloading our app from the App Store, Google Play, or the iTunes App Store, and simply creating a profile and going live from there. Once you, obviously you got to get some followers in order to have people come in your stream, but that's essentially how simple it is. But to piggyback off of what I was kind of going off of earlier, we do have contracted positions where you get somebody assigned to you, such as myself, a talent manager, who is there to help you in your live streaming career with getting you a verification badge on our platform, giving you insights, giving you all the tips that I'm letting you guys know right now, and even some numbers, and just like all the tricks and the hidden little niches of the app, because there's a lot that goes into especially our app. Like, you can see exactly who's spending on who and things like that. So essentially, you download our app, you go live, and if you're an entertainer, Livit is going to be the place for you, because we actually hold in-app competitions that help you take the next steps in your career as far as cash bonuses and exposure opportunities. So for people who associate themselves with the model experience, we've had different competitions in the past where we've actually given out billboard space. So we put people's faces in Times Square, and some people have actually requested to get their billboard in their hometown to let everybody know I made it. We've paid people's rent for 3 months, people's car notes for 3 months. We've given away 10 tickets to the Staples Center. We've sent people to trips to Paris. We've done a lot. And as it relates to the prizes that you can win while you stream with us, you're actually able to cash out on any prizes you feel like you don't necessarily want, which in turn obviously helps your career out as well. So anything that can help out an entertainer's career as far as exposure and cash opportunities, that's what we seek to provide for our talent.
So as a talent manager, what do you look for in a streamer, especially someone you're going to give a contract to and pay?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So that process, it could be a little tricky sometimes, but at any rate, anybody who is aspiring to be somebody in the entertainment realm, or somebody who wants to be an influencer, those are typically the people that fit the mold of who we're looking for. But on a deeper spectrum, we also look for people who are very personable and who can hold a conversation as well. Granted, we are an entertainment platform, and we want to see people shine in their entertainment facet as well. But nonetheless, anybody who comes on our platform is going to have to be able to be personable and interact with different people that come in and out of the stream, because once again, we are a global platform, and we do have people coming in from, like, Japan, Taiwan, Singapore, Egypt, Lebanon, Dubai, Honduras. The list goes on with how many different people you're going to be able to interact with. But with that being said, there's going to be people coming in and out who may or may not know you. So it's going to be up to you, obviously, to get them up to speed on what's going on, and then obviously answer any questions they may have about yourself, and just wanting to be very personable with kind of anybody who comes in and out of the stream.
And what makes a good streamer? Like, what makes a really good live stream, in your opinion? What gets the most hits and the most reactions in your experience?
Yeah, in my opinion, I would say somebody who can multitask and keep high energy. Multitask in the sense of if you're doing something in your stream and you're basically, that's your entertainment for them, and then you're also talking at the same time, that's sometimes a bit of a challenge for people to kind of get the hang of. I know Rio's actually with us, and she does a very spectacular job at that, being able to stay on subject on what she has going on for the stream, but then also double back and looking at the chat and responding to anybody's questions that they may have, or just any comments that have been made in there.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. It's all you. Without y'all, I have no job.
So what are like the top activities for streamers that are like successful in terms of like people watching and interacting? Like what's the best case scenario? What's the best thing to stream?
Shoot, I get that question a lot, and it definitely varies on who you are. I tell everybody to pretty much be unique to themselves. Obviously, I have a couple of like different content ideas I kind of just give to everybody, but I definitely leave the rein out for you guys to venture out and see, kind of test the waters and see what works, because what works for somebody else may not work for you. There's gamers on our app that do pretty well, and not everybody likes to play video games. There's people that play trivia games with their fans that come in. There's people that sing. There's people that create characters and, will act super different one day. And then, that entertains people.
So what about for like our demographic, models? If I'm a model, I'm looking to become a streamer, what kind of content can I put together that's valuable to you?
For models, what I've seen work best for models is really interacting and being themselves, really. Sure, I don't really have an answer for that one.
Because, like makeup artists, they do makeup. Chefs, they cook. So as a model, I'm just wondering, like, what's the best angle, or is it just kind of a little bit of everything? So, I guess that's something of interest to our listeners,
Oh yeah, I would definitely say a little bit of everything. Just analyzing Rio per se. Rio is multifaceted, so she has definitely shed light on who she really is, and I think that's the main thing that we look for when people join our platforms. Really just show us who you really are, because before this, I didn't know Rio could pretty much act when she put on a different hairpiece. Now she's all of a sudden, she's somebody different. I didn't know she could sing. I didn't know her taste in music was definitely
basically like you're putting on a show.
Yeah, she's putting on a show. This is your own. This is your own.
I would it's like having your own television show, and it's whatever you want to make it. I mean, show off your talents. You need to just, if you want to do a photo shoot and let everybody see that, if you want to sing your heart out, you want to play trivia games, it's really up to you, like you said, Latrell. But if you are trying to niche yourself or establish yourself as a model or an actress or any type of industry professional, you just still want to keep it fun, but also relevant to what you do. I remind people all the time, like, yeah, I'm famous for being a model, but I'm moving into acting. I can sing, la-da-da-da-da. It's pretty much what you make it. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree. I couldn't have said it better.
So what do you recommend for like monetizing? So how do I make money live streaming?
So how you make money live streaming? You definitely need to be consistent. And once again, I'll harp on the relationships, because once again, this app is based on your, the more followers you have, the more coins you could potentially get. That's how you monetize. Just like on anything else, the more on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, the bigger your follower count gets, the more money you can get. So over here, once you have these relationships and you're building these bonds that you'll have create with your viewers, you'll be competing in these events, and these people that will be spending time with you on a day-to-day basis, like they're hanging out with you. By then, they'll definitely be willing to support you, just like your friends would if you asked them for $10 to help you start your business. I'm sure you guys could manage to get a lot of your friends to help you out with the business, rather than just asking for $10 to help, like just $10 just because. It's $10 that's actually going towards something to help you take the next step in your career.
So basically, to clarify, you're basically asking the viewers.
Yeah, in a sense, you are asking the viewers to help support you in your career going forward.
Got it.
Now let's talk about that support really quick, because I know people are going to ask, and I've actually gotten a few questions myself. in terms of making money off of Livit, how does that work?
In terms of like how the payment works?
Yeah, so some people think it's direct money, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
There's a point system. So if
Right.
you want to a little bit on that, I think it'd be really helpful for the
Oh, yeah,
listeners.
definitely. So, how the company essentially makes the money is, so the viewers will come in our app and make in-app purchases for baby coins. That's the revenue. So then they're able to send coins to their favorite streamers, and we actually give out a rate card so you guys can see exactly how much the coins are worth. And then the payouts happen every 45 days after the month is over.
Got it.
And that
What's the
translates
most
it.
Sorry. What's the most money you've seen like a streamer earn?
The most money I've seen a streamer earn, I want to say in Japan, somebody earned $50,000 that I've seen. They won one of our global events, and then that was a $25,000 cash prize, including all the coins that they earned, which was around $25,000, including the events that they won, to help obviously move them forward.
Got it.
I'm curious, is Livit like the next Instagram? And be honest with us. Like, is this something that you see going really huge? Because obviously you're not on board for nothing. We're not on board for nothing. But I just want you to explain it to the listeners.
No, definitely. I see Livit actually exceeding Instagram in the sense of just being real and authentic. I think people get so caught up in, wanting to look like the next person on Instagram or wanting to do what the next person on Instagram is doing, where over here it's like people are doing what they do best. And if you come on our platform, I swear you'll feel it. It's so different. Everything is super authentic and super real. You get real moments with real people, and everybody shows love, and it's just really different. I see it beaten out, and the numbers show the same thing. So there's 86% of all internet traffic is going to go to live streaming by the end of this year. This industry is projected to grow over, I think it was $5 billion by the end of this year as well. So there's definitely substantial amount of growth just in this by the end of this year in live streaming. So I definitely would recommend anybody who is trying to essentially get ahead of the game as it relates to marketing themselves. This is what modern day YouTube is actually going to evolve to. So
Okay, so basically this is another way for models, actors, anybody who really has an enjoyable personality, anyone who really has a dream, who can be authentic in their own skin. This is a way for them to make a side bag. We're in a pandemic right now, so it's get it how you can. And I feel like that's basically what this is about. Even though you're saying, by the end of the year, it's projected to be very, very huge. You see it being bigger than Instagram, which is really cool. So again, really quickly, how did you start working for Livet? Just curious. Why did you get into it? You must have a passion behind this.
Definitely. I'm from Sacramento originally, and I moved to LA 3 years ago, and I just been trying to maneuver and shake around in the entertainment industry, such as a lot of other people out here. I picked up the camera and I started producing content, whether it be photography or videos, for myself or for other people that I ended up working with. And I met somebody who actually referred me over. And since then, since this past December, I just been going hard with it, super hard. And it's definitely changed my life. And I've met people from around the world who have also, helped change me in some ways as well. So definitely couldn't be more thankful and blessed with the opportunity to work for Livit.
Awesome. It sounds like you're on the right path, and you never know, guys, if you're listening, this could be something for you too. Like Latrell said earlier, I have been doing really great with Livit. I think it's so much fun. So thank you, Latrell, for putting us on. I never would have really figured out that app was around until it was too late. You know how it is. So thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you for dropping the facts. We really appreciate you. Tell us where we can find you.
No problem.
On Instagram, on Livet.
Oh yeah, no problem. I appreciate y'all, and you guys can find me on any social media platform at _SPYDAA_. That's my personal one, give a personal shout out. But definitely follow Livit on Instagram. You can check us out at We Are Livit. That is WEARELIVIT. And then you can also check us out at wearelivit.com.
If you're a new model looking to take your career and portfolio to the next level, visit themodelexperience.net.